Hello to dear Junior Wildcats, I hope you're all doing well. I'm here with Brassard, so thank you so much for being with us. What inspired you to become an officer in the Air Cadet program?
I did the cadet first. I joined the cadet in 2010 at like 15 years old.
Okay.
Became WO2, became a civilian instructor. I just wanted to give back to the program because I received a lot as a kid. Yeah.
Okay. How were you introduced to the cadet program yourself?
My aunt saw an ad in the journal. She was, oh, maybe you would like it. You're probably gonna do a lot of push-up and stuff like that. And since I didn't know anything about the cadet, I figured it would help me with that. It did not, but it was really nice.
Okay.
So no, the cadet program is probably the best thing that happened to me in my youth. It really formed me to become who I am. Some of my best friends are from the cadet, or I met them as an officer.
Yeah.
I mean, my partner, I met her in the cadets too. So no, yeah.
Can you share a memorable moment that happened to you in either the cadet program you were in as a younger person or as an officer right now?
Cadets find that I'm very good at catching them doing bad stuff. Normally it's because I did the same thing, so I know the tricks. Let's say a good thing. I would say my first solo flight in glider, because I did my glider course. First time I fly, not when I got my license, really the first time I flew alone. It was very great weather and all, and I just dropped the controls and just hit on the canopy, like super happy. Then I grabbed it back and kept flying.
What do you find the most rewarding about mentoring cadets?
It's the difference we can make. Often we don't necessarily see it. That's a thing I often say to new officers or new civilian instructor that just became an adult after being cadets, is you have to pay attention to what you do, because everything you do can have a very big impact on cadets. I just have to think of my own experiences as a cadet. Some little thing, like one line an officer told me once that I still remember today, good or bad, there's a few of them. It makes you realize how every interactions you have with cadets can forge them in some ways for years after.
What qualities do you think make a good leader, and how do you embody those qualities?
There's all those things, and you even see videos like how to be a good person, how to be a good, really self-awareness. Like, you don't have to be perfect. I'm definitely not, but I feel like sometimes because being a leader is also being a mentor and being like a model, not even with cadets, even with adults. It's being aware of your strengths and flaws and adjusting to it and admitting when you make a mistake, even in public and in front of people. Like in front of your peers, accept that, oh yeah, I just said that, it was wrong, my bad. It makes an impact and it gives an example, and I think it can forge a bond that's really strong because they see that you're honest and you're doing your best.
What's the most important lesson that you hope cadets take away with their time in the squadron?
If there's one thing you should remember from the program is you can do great stuff even if you don't feel like you're special. You're able to do a lot of things. It's not because you're more brilliant than the others, it's just because you have the clarity and the ambition to put yourself at the right place. The cadet, there's so many people working on you to make it work. You have a whole team of officers just trying to make you go up. In life, it's not like that. You have to do it for yourself. It's gonna take time, but you can do it. Just you have to keep pushing.
So what's the funniest thing you've ever witnessed happen during a training exercise, training night, anything like that? As a cadet or an officer?
In my old squadron, it was like a modular gymnasium that we were using. So you had big modular walls that you can put on. It was like big, huge panels, like 20 feet up and something like very, very big and very heavy that you would like turn and push on the wall. And the only person who could use that was the concierge from the city. And we couldn't touch it because like every panel is like $5,000 something. And at one point there was cadets still that kept throwing the ball on the panel for some reason, and I told them to stop. I start walking and I just hear people. I turn around and I go because then I just hear people start screaming, and I turn around, I hear a clock, and there's a panel getting off and falling on the ground. Obviously, it wasn't the cadet's fault. It's so big, it's like just a weird thing that it happened at the same moment. But like it was super dramatic, but I was dying laughing because the timing could have not been more perfect.
If you had to pick a theme song for the squadron, what would it be?
Picture the squadron dancing on the bat touch because I feel like we are so the 238 is a very good squadron, but we're so big and so trying so much to be good and be perfect that sometimes I feel that we could use just the get back a bit, chill down. So the bat touch is good because we should just be a bit more funny and less less serious sometimes.
Yeah, there was like this quote I heard, or like not quote, but like video-ish I watched once, and it was like, oh, because lazy people do things a little bit better because they find more efficient ways to do it because they're not trying
like
so hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're lazy, they're not gonna want to work hard. So
yeah, there's that. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
To take with consideration.
I'm not lazy. But
teenagers, especially nowadays, and
yes.
like adults too, everyone is always on the go. So no one has time to think.
Exactly, just and stepping back is like this is why we have ranks, right? The point of you being a WO2 or WO1, even a flight surgeon, is you're supposed to have flight corporals, surgeons doing the running, so you have time to step back and breathe and supervise. 90% supervision, 10% action when you're a supervisor. So if you're doing more than 10% of your time action, you're doing too much. Stop, sit, and do nothing. And I promise you something will come to you.
Yeah.
90% supervision, and I mean it, because otherwise you're gonna miss something. You're gonna miss the cadet that's running out of the gymnasium because you were too busy trying to take the attendance yourself.
Yeah.
You're supposed to step back and just watch.
And sometimes we think like, oh, it's more efficient if I do it myself because I know how to do it. But then the staff that are going to take over you in 2 years,
exactly.
they're not going to learn.
Yeah. Sometimes staff are like, oh, Monsieur Brassard, how can you see everything like that? Like you catch everything. Because I'm just standing back and watching. And I step back, I shut up, and I just watch stuff, and I see stuff happening because I'm just listening and watching.
Yeah.
And this is what you should do as a staff. So, yeah. So this is the song I would pick for the squad.
What is your favorite training exercise or event to run, and why?
So I would say precision drill team because I think it's something cadets should do more. It really helps the cadets to get sharper. Yes, with the drill, of course, like you do drill, so you learn to be very sharp, really calculated, but it helps to be more confident, to be more disciplined. It's some kind of physical exercise too. And I feel that overall the cadets that do drill team tend to be much more sharp overall in the cadets. You don't have to do drill team to be sharp, but I think it's a very, very good way to focus some values to the cadets, yes. Because like in cadets, you never do something for the first degree reason that you have. We make you shine your boots or do your uniforms because I love shining boots. We do it for the value it brings. Discipline, doing it every week and stuff like that. The drill is the same thing. So being super, and I'm a very tough coach in drill team, but normally the cadets tend to like it because once they taste what it's like to be good at something, they want to be even better. So they like it, and it teaches you to want to be good and win. And this is something, not everything is a participation prize. You should aim to be the best at what you do. Don't be negative about it. Don't get sick by wanting to win everything. But when you do something, you should aim to be the best at it, even if you don't end up being it. And this is what the drill does.
Yeah, because you said like always like strive for more than what you think you're able to, because otherwise it's like a lack mindset, like you don't believe in yourself.
Like if you don't try, you won't get anything. You won't get medals, you won't get position on the flag party, you won't be cadet commander. But if you try and you decide, I'm gonna be the best cadet of the squadron, I'm gonna become cadet commander, that's what I did as a cadet. Did I fulfill my goal? No, I did not. I joined the cadet at 15. I had 3 years and a half. I didn't have time to pass everyone fast enough to become. But I ended. Yes, if I didn't try to be the top, I would not have became the second or the third. You aim for the sky, and the worst thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna land in the stars.
Do you have any tips for cadets preparing for the next promotions?
I have one advice: apply for it, and actually try to. I was talking earlier about you have to aim for it, but more than that, like I was an officer on the 682, my previous squadron, and there was a cadet. I was like, she's gonna become the commander of the flight party for sure. And I start planning my stuff to make a decision, and I see that she didn't apply yet. She still had time to, but she didn't apply. So I was, what the hell?
Why?
I went to see her. I was like, you didn't apply? I was like, oh no, I don't think I'm gonna have the position anyway. I'm like, I wasn't going to tell her I want to give it to you. I wasn't gonna say that, but in my head I was like, she thinks that she has no chance to get the position, so she's not applying. What she doesn't know is like she's my first choice.
Yeah.
You know? So even if you think you have no chance, apply. Apply and try and give it a genuine try. Try. If you have a narrative to write, make it. Go to the interview. Do your best. Even if you are the fifth in line in your mind for the position, try it. And in life it's the same thing. And a lot of times, that's the first thing I said in the interview. I was saying you have to put yourself in the right place in life. It's that. Often you're gonna be the only one or the only person in like you're gonna be the only two in like 10% to try, and gonna get the position because no one else dared to try. So just apply for the position, apply for the leadership role, apply for the summer camp, and just try.
If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
It's a good question, but at the same time, if I don't say peace in the world, I'm like a bad person. So,
Let's take peace in the world as like a thing everybody wants.
Okay.
You can say something else.
I would jump us forward 50 years, I think, just something like that, because I'm one of the rare persons. I'm one of the very few persons right now that's optimistic for the future. Yeah, and I know your generation and even mine, we are very, very, very frightened from the future and like environment and all. And it's not denying the challenges we have. We have a lot of challenges. For us to have a glimpse of what could be the future, and I think just that would be enough to drive us. Because there's so many very great things for humanity that are probably coming in the next 50 years, century, and that could change the nature of like our civilization, and I mean it. And just if we could, as a whole collective, see what could be the future, it would be a driver for us to just aim for it.
Do you think people from like the 70s would be disappointed if they saw like us like 50 years after with no flying cars?
But they were not very realistic. I mean, they were hoping for a lot of stuff, but like give us a break. Just check what we did. Like, did you see the phone they had? We did a lot of great things. It's just not what we thought would happen. Yeah. So just give us a break, okay? 70s, we did great.
So we are now at the part of the video where this is where most of you guys' questions were asked. So it is the rapid questions. So you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Is pineapple an acceptable pizza topping?
Mandatory.
Do you prefer cats over dogs?
Yes.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Not exactly.
Would you go skydiving if given the chance?
Yes.
Do you sleep with socks on?
No.
Have you ever lied about your age?
Yes.
Do you sing in the shower?
Yes.
Is there...
Dio Canada.
Dio Canada.
Why did I say that?
No. What's something you've always wanted to try but haven't yet?
Shooting with a C7.
Okay, good. What's a skill you have that most people don't know about?
I'm actually a very good listener.
Okay, good.
And it's hard to believe, I know.
Okay. Is cereal a soup in your opinion?
If soup is acceptable in the morning, yes.
What's a book or movie that changed your perspective on something?
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay, the book?
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah.
Good.
What is your to-go comfort food?
Beef stew.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I wanted to fly for a very long time until I realized I would probably die from hypothermia.
If you could be any character from a movie or TV show, who would it be?
John, because he's badass.
If you could have any animal, real or fictional, as a pet, what would it be?
A cat, because I just miss having a cat.
What's the best piece of advice you ever received?
Shut up. Just shut up. Yeah. Just stop talking. It can solve.
Let people see.
It can solve a lot of problems. So like, I would say like dare to try and stuff like that, but that's the I say that. But what the advice I received, yeah, stop talking.
If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be, dead or alive, and why?
Even Prime Minister of Canada, just how hard that job has to be on a daily basis, it would make me appreciate what they do. Because we tend to hate the politicians, but sometimes we forget that some of them don't have lives very much. So like, yeah, it's a boring answer too. I don't know, sorry.
Well, that was the end of the
Okay.
interview. Thank you, Junior Wildcats, for watching this video, and I will see you in the next Wildcast. Goodbye.